Whoop whoop, what's up, Bearcats and Jugger Bros? Happy Friyay. We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling. It's the HMG SmackDown replay watch along tonight because it aired earlier today because it was overseas. Whoop whoop. So we're gonna do this at the usual place that we watch it at. We got it in 3 parts on the Daily Motion one. And since it's, kind of late night, it's 3 hours, we're gonna do the 1.25 times speed gimmick, pal. They got Lab Rat in the house. Whoop whoop. Always good to see you. Happy Friyay. Nice. Sounds good, pal. What are they testing on you tonight? Whoop, whoop. We already got part 1 pulled up. We're going to do our usual countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. And hitting play on play. In 3, 2, 1, play. Got myself a free Jimmy John sandwich tonight. So I'd earned enough points. And I cooked some bacon at home. Threw that on there. Oh, yeah, they're in Glasgow. Oh, yeah, they're in London. The snoozeberries taste like snoozeberries. Whoop, whoop, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, pal. Happy Friday. Hope yours is going well. And we got cold-blooded. Whoop, whoop. SmackDown across the pond, pal.
Longing for lazy summer days in Santorini.
All right, I apologize. My computer's running a wee bit slow.
What about
and we hit an ad break, unfortunately, too.
In Kyoto, or a winter ski trip to the snowy slopes of Jackson Hole? With the protection of an annual plan from Allianz Travel Insurance, you could be ready to go just about anywhere all year round, whenever wanderlust strikes.
All right, I'm going to dump out and come back in 1 sec, guys. All right, there we go. That's better. Whoop, whoop. Oh, are they really now? Whoop, whoop. Yep. Yep, it's rough again, boys. Yeah, give me the old Charlie Brown. Ah! The champ is here, pal. Hey, nice. Good to hear. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, definitely better than going. Definitely better. Yeah, spend time with your son. Definitely better than SmackDown. We are going to kind of blow. We are going to kind of blow through it tonight, though, because we are doing the 3-part thing on the site, on that one site, and at 1.25 times speed. What's up, Gross? Is doing well. What to do with you? Whoop whoop. Yo, what's up, Zane? Whoop whoop.
I prayed for this and it happens. I know it's been a rough few years in the UK here, but if there's somebody that can bring us together, it's our undisputed WWE champion. It's the first and only ever British WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. The love I've been shown the past week's incredible. That the text messages, the calls, the social media messages, getting cheered all across Europe, including tonight, you bunch of mentalists. And I just want to say to each and every one of you out there, screw you. Now, this isn't me doing the bad guy wrestler bit. Now, seriously, screw you. When I got fired, where were you? You want to jump on the bandwagon right now? 99% of you weren't there for me. When Roman Reigns and the Bloodline were making my life hell and screwing me over, there was no uprising, was there? How did you help me out? When CM Punk was screwing me over time and time again, you were cheering Roman and doing that stupid yeet with Jay. That's what you were doing. Then there's Cody and his referees. Match after match, I get screwed. Is there a hashtag?
Dude, good stuff here. I'm liking it.
You did nothing.
Good promo.
One person I need to thank, the only person that ever believed in me and knew I could be world champion.
A little bit too late, yeah.
Me. So thank you, Drew McIntyre. If you want to chant something, chant thank you, Drew. There's one person I need to address, though. The former. Ooh, that feels good. Cody, I know you're backstage, and I know it cuts like a knife every time I say this. Former champion Cody Rhodes. That's right, former champion Cody Rhodes. Cody, I know your crack team are trying to figure out a title match. I'm going to save you the time. The 4-hour match, 3 stages of hell. I had Aldis add a clause into the contract. Since 90% of Americans can't read, I'll tell you what it is. Cody, there will be no rematch. You have to start at the bottom. You have to work your way back up. The vanilla QB1 era is over, and the dangerous, unpredictable Drew McIntyre era begins tonight. Oh!
Give me Randy Orton, pal.
The Viper is in London. You want to talk about dangerous and unpredictable? Welcome to it. The 4-time world champion in the ring, while the 14-time world champion makes his way there.
Oh my, what a maneuver.
How quickly they go from Euro football singing Cody Rhodes to voices echoing throughout Wembley. Living legend in the flesh, Randy Orton scheduled for a matchup with The Miz, hoping to qualify for the Fatal 4-Way at Saturday night's main event as the crowd that you come for one contender. Orton started tonight's festivities a little early. We will get the answer to all 4 participants for that #1 contender Fatal 4-Way tonight. Right now, see this image of McIntyre standing in the ring as Orton enters the ring itself.
That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Zane.
WWE champion standing toe to toe, eye to eye with the Apex Predator of WWE.
I'm sure he probably worked some of the house shows on the tour too. I would have to guess. He might have a match tonight, but I don't know for sure though.
I assume you can out to congratulate me, Randy?
Whoop whoop.
To tell you man to man that when I get the opportunity to return the favor, I will not hesitate. I've beaten you for that title before, and I will do it again. And when I do, it'll be courtesy of the 3 most dangerous letters in all of
Very
sports
true.
entertainment. RKO.
Whoop whoop.
To interrupt the 3 stages of hell. Jacob Fatu.
Get me Fatu, pal.
The werewolf is in London. Jacob Fatu storming toward the ring, but to the dismay of Drew McIntyre, who's stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. He's coming straight to him, and he's getting after him. He levels the undisputed champion with a right hand. Smashes his head into the announce desk. Jacob Fatu is on the loose once again. Oh, right to the post. And Drew McIntyre is trying to get away. And one elbow creates enough separation to seemingly do so as Fatu wants to chase him down through Wembley Arena. McIntyre forced to hightail it out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's the Miz. Skull-crushing finale, the Miz. They're set to go at it. The qualifying match begins next.
Whoop whoop.
This January, the moments await
The eyes of the world are on this tonight.
in Riyadh. The city, the excitement, the energy.
Listen to this place.
Experience
You go, Miz.
Getting pumped up for Riyadh season with Royal Rumble. Experience Riyadh.
It's Riyadh season, pal.
The battle
Drew McIntyre. It is Randy Orton and The Miz. And Corey Graves, The Miz wasted no time.
Cover here by the A-lister.
Trying to qualify. A soul-crushing finale. Then brings out the referee. Then we get the belt.
Hey, what's up, G-Ball? Good to see you, pal. Happy Friday. Hope yours is going well. Whoop, whoop.
See the smile wash across the face of Miz. And now Orton suffering a taste of his own medicine.
As The Miz delivers.
For real, they tried.
Orton with the pose.
They tried to run him out, but he hung in there.
Perpetually disrespected despite all of his accolades in WWE. One of the most decorated superstars in history. Yet Miz is constantly overlooked and forgotten. If he punches his ticket to the Fatal 4-Way, he's one step closer to the promised land and righting all those wrongs.
Yeah, just ask him. He'll tell you all of that.
Yeah, that was. I saw a few clips of that. One talked about how there he got kicked out of the locker room. Yeah, one of the guys kicked me out of the locker room. He kind of left after not long after that, which is an interesting way of saying, yeah, the guy who did it not long after that murdered his wife and son before taking his own life.
Vintage Orton arriving just in time, perhaps.
What's up, Kenny Powers? Whoop whoop.
One another both have incredibly storied careers. They've
Up, Oswald, man. Always a pleasure. Yeet yeet.
one another. In the end, the goal is simple: an RKO for the Viper to punch his ticket to the Fatal 4-Way a week from Saturday, the Saturday night's main event. Look out, Joe. Been awareness by the Miz to get away from the DDT, but now he gets the real deal.
Yeah, you don't want to really open up that can of worms again.
No, I don't think Randy's finished yet. Not with that look. And Miz is going to pay the price. Oh! Oh! Well, London, you're being greedy. One more time is the goal from the crowd. Oh, the Viper is happy to deliver.
Ooh, that's a little savage and vicious.
To the A-lister. Things beginning to look bleak already for the Miz. Orton giving chase back inside now. Once again, looking for the draping DDT. And this time, after all the damage that's done, he delivers. Despite the pre-match attack executed by the Miz, the tables have turned back into the favor of Randy Orton. He wants it. And here in London, they're ready to roar for the three most destructive letters. But the Miz able to counter, and again, the cover to advance and qualify.
Whoop whoop.
Right shoulder gets up with just a moment to spare from Randy Orton. And that can be a heartbreaker if you're the Miz. When you've landed not one, but two of your best shots in the form of skull-crushing finales, and Orton still survives. Doubt begins to creep into your life. This is where the Miz needs to be relentless. Going for it again, Corey. Orton coming that time. Oh, RKO there, looking for a quick one from the Miz to advance.
That's one way. That's something. That's a direction they could go. Yeah, Miz pretty much kept his nose clean other than doing, making rookie mistakes. Yeah, you never heard anything about Miz doing anything dumb.
World champion Randy Orton just took a massive step toward number 15, and RKO takes out the Miz. You've seen it a million times.
Give me Obafemi's sister, pal.
Nowhere. What a win for the Apex Predator tonight. That was some beautiful eye candy on that super slow-mo. We will have 4 superstars filled in by the end of the night. Saturday night's main event, we're just 8 days away for the number 1
kayfabe.
fatal 4-way for the WWE.
What's up, Jay Hall? Good to see you, pal. Happy Friday to you as well. Whoop whoop. Hope yours is going well. Yeah, pal. Whoop whoop.
It's actually the first time that we are talking. It's kind of nice. And I see you obviously have some problems in the back of your head, so let me get one thing straight. Tonight, all will be semi-sane, and I will step one step closer to that. True. I won a championship on my first night back, simply because I don't fight like a sane man. Right now, I just don't care. There's a mentalist after me.
Tell you what, you win your match tonight, you win the 4-way, I'll see you at the Rumble. I didn't knock out Jacob's teeth, I'll sure as hell knock out yours.
Wait, so did they just spoil right there that it was Drew who did they really just blow that angle right there? Wow.
Walk in like you own the air. Because confidence, that's your superpower. Acknowledge me. You don't dodge the noise. You flip it, own it, make it yours. Walk in loud. Walk out legendary.
Stronger Together is presented by Progressive. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Family versus family.
Yeah, for real, they blew off that entire storyline of who attacked Jacob Fatu in a throwaway line that Drew said. It was Dragunov. What the stupid. Wow. Indeed, pal. Whoop, whoop. No, Drew flat out owned doing it. He said, I knocked out Fatu's teeth. I'll knock yours out too. Or something like that. Like, okay, there goes that storyline you could have built to and paid off and done something with. What the
It does not belong in the hands of someone that believes taking it is more powerful.
so dumb.
It will come back to us. Like a moth to a flame. We will not rest until it's home.
I mean, that was one storyline that you could have done something with and had a swerve that could make things interesting, but it's like, oh no, we're going to have Drew say he did it in the throwaway line with Dragunov.
Let's turn our attention to the fiercely competitive women's tag team division. For last week, Nia Jax, Lash Legend again. Let it be known they will stop at nothing. Alexa Bliss one-on-one with United States champion Julia figured Kiana James could be a problem in this matchup. A DDT to the champion Alexa. Attention to the business associate of Julia with a right hand. What Alexa didn't account for was the potential of Lash Legend and Nia Jax getting involved. And Northern Lights bomb for Julia picking up the W.
That would be a way smarter move.
Even worse, at the hands of two of the most powerful superstars in WWE, Nia Jax and Lash Legend.
Yeah, give me some big snacks, pal.
With an annihilator.
Sleep numbers game. I was left all alone, so I need to know, were you actually sick or was it like a I'm sick?
Lex, it wasn't like a I'm sick. It was like bleh, bleh. And you're the one that was having a title opportunity without me there. I mean, do you know how many title opportunities that I have turned down because I put the team first?
Really?
Yes. Name two. That's besides the point.
What I need to know is, do you have my back?
Well, do you have my back? Lex,
Yes.
you're my person. I'm sorry, I was sick. Forever. I'm gonna stretch.
Real cute.
So cute. You know, you have no reason to trust me, but that is typical Alexa. You know, she makes you feel guilty and walks away like she's the victim. I mean, look at you.
Really good attitude. No, you're right. I don't trust you. And the next time you give me unsolicited advice, you're not gonna like my response. And this charade, I know why Lexi isn't friends with you anymore. And you've changed.
Let her retard. I was trying to be kind.
Yeah, very Kardashian-ish here. Just look at her, pal.
United States champion. Keep in mind that Kiana James is now going to Alexa Bliss with her bestie back by her side. Charlotte Bliss and the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Next. Oh, no, using that name. Alexa, keep a like. Now there's Big Ben, Westminster area of London. We're a few miles west down in Wembley. Of course, the big stadium just outside Eastern.
Yeah, give me a big purse, pal. And them big gimmicks. Yeah, pal.
Then a local will be fighting here in London in the coming months. This guy right here, UFC top 10 middleweight, Michael Venom Page. Great to have him ringside here tonight. Nice reception for one of the best middleweights in the world. UFC top 10 Michael Venom Page. There we see the United States champion Julia and her business associate.
All right, we're doing entries. I got to take a quick piss break. Be right back. Whoop.
Me, Joe. As smart of a man as you are, you're following this whole charade, this whole bit. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are not best friends. They never have been. They never will be. They are two of the greatest individual superstars in WWE history. But this whole thing, this ain't it. This is all means to an end. Mark my words. Yeah, but they do the little heart thing with their hands, or one half, and then they make I'm not doing it with you, Joe. We're not doing it. No. We're not even on camera. You take your hand. Look, Charlotte Flair on her own, amazing. Alexa Bliss on her own, great. The machine is not greater than the sum of its parts, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, because I don't have cable. The one I'm watching is a let's just say on a feed on a stream that's already pre-recorded in 3 parts, and I'm watching it at 1.25 times speed. Whoop whoop. And Scott Wolford in the house. Good to see you, pal. Hope all is well. Whoop whoop.
Started her second reign with this title after topping Chelsea Green. And I wouldn't say that Kiana has necessarily guided Julia so much as facilitated the process. Kiana uses her business acumen, which she has beyond our industry, to secure opportunities, to make sure that Julia is getting the chance.
My bad.
Right now, Alexa Bliss getting all over Kiana James. Good start for Bliss. Oh, and big knee is Kiana James just followed her into the ropes, and now delivers the suplex. I think somehow Kiana James has flown under the radar here in WWE. This is a young woman who improves each and every time she steps into the ring. She's in there holding her own with one of the best of all time, Charlotte Flair. Right now. I don't think that should be overlooked. Traction to that corner, and then the uppercut is delivered from James. Kiana James has all the tools to be a major player here in WWE. She has the physical ability, the athleticism. She looks fantastic. She's double tough. Tag made to Alexa Bliss. Oh, look at this. You're telling me that's not friendship? That's not synchronicity and teamwork here? No, it's called they got stuck watching Dancing with the Stars on the flight over and they decided to reenact it to try to convince these schlubs in the crowd. Oh, big right hand for Alexa. And there goes Julia. As Julia and Kiana James look to take control here in London. Beautiful Madness now taking control of this tag team contest.
Yeah, if I had to put money on it, it's either gonna be him or Caleb Conley who gets it. That's right, he did. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Chelsea Green and now Kiana James. Will spotlight moment for Kiana James being this tag team. See what she can deliver. When you're on the roster and you see your name across from someone with the status of a Charlotte Flair or Alexa Bliss, it's exciting. You realize it's an opportunity. Even though you may not be the featured
I'll be
name
with that.
on the marquee in that instance, it's a chance to prove that you belong. You can hang with the best of the best. That you may be better than the best of the best.
14-time world champion in Charlotte Flair, 5-time world champion, future Hall of Famers. There's Count James. Julia getting the best. She's pulling back on the nostrils that time of Alexa Bliss. That compromised position as her back was arching against the rope. And you can see Charlotte trying to come to Ray, but with the referee turn, now the double teaming and getting the best of Alexa.
That was a very wise decision by Julia to get under the skin of Charlotte Flair on the outside, force the official to keep Charlotte out of the ring, and use double team tactics.
Oh, able to drop that elbow into the cover, lateral press, and kick out by Alexa Bliss.
You know, I've watched a lot of Julia throughout her career, even during her time in WWE. This is an absolutely lethal woman. And I feel
absolutely. Like,
hit that next year yet. She's already United States champion.
I have high hopes for that dude. High hopes for Kerry Morton because sky's the limit. There's so much there.
The ferocity with which she competes, her striking ability, her toughness in the ring. She's an absolute monster once she gets rolling. Cover here by James.
Here she is hooking away. Referee turned for a moment and it cost her perhaps a beat.
Again, I think Julia is a bit of a non-traditional competitor here in WWE, and that's where Kiana James has played such a major role.
So you mentioned having the total package. You can look at the power, but look at the tactics and skill of Alexa Bliss, able to counter and get those shoulders down. Keeping her away from Charlotte Flair. Almost to make the tag and then drives the back into the
It was almost as though Kiana was mocking Alexa Bliss, realizing that she wasn't going to make the tag.
Oh, that shoulder driving right into the midsection.
Kiana is a powerhouse, no doubt about it. If you don't believe me, just ask Alexa Bliss once she regains her breath. From the top, Julia! Missile drop kick on the money into the cover. Cover again by the champion and Charlotte Flair's interference.
Tag team action. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss against Julia and Kiana James, who have been getting the best of Alexa Bliss for many, many minutes right now for you.
And this is just classic tag team strategy, being employed very successfully until that very
Yeah,
moment.
get me the climax, pal. And that's a perfect moniker too. Like that's the perfect moniker for him. Ooh, I'm with that. Him and Colby Corino. I'm with that. I'm with that.
This crowd in London as those Flair chops come in. Oh, how about a little for Julia as well? Every which way.
Brock Anderson, Arn Anderson's son, Brock. I don't know if that's who it was, but I think if I had to pick a third for that, that's who I'd throw in there.
James in all types of trouble right now, at the mercy of the Queen. Charlotte Flair up and over.
Oh, what a boot! And delivers one to James as well.
Charlotte Flair making a long climb to the top.
What about this weekend? Work and HMG. Whoop, whoop. Tomorrow night is I got my main job, the shoot job tomorrow, and then Genesis.
Some of the pressure off Kiana's shoulders, which may be the only reason James was able to escape.
Great analysis there as James able to deliver through to Charlotte, keep running in, and then floors James again. Steps right over, back to that corner, but Julia's there to meet her. She's got to deal with Julia, and with that, Kiana James able to get back to her feet.
Mutually beneficial business partnership. Kiana James and Julia. Nice neck breaker by the Queen. And
Spinebuster. Kiana James showing something.
Oh, it already is a storyline.
Now here comes Beautiful Madness.
We're just kind of in the like the early parts of it right now. Like I think we're like in chapter 2, maybe 3.
Bliss has re-entered the fray.
Next, she gets pulled out of the ring by Kiana James. So it's all Julia looking to take control against Flair.
Whoop whoop! What's up, Final Boss? Good to see you, pal. Happy Friyay. Hope yours as well. Ready for a kick-ass weekend. Whoop whoop. Yeah, you need a sleaze bag, pal.
Oh, and Julia delivers on the back end. Back and forth they go.
Both women unloading heavy artillery in this tag team contest. Who wants it more? This is a great happenstance. Julia was able to be tagged by Kiana James.
Now the legal partner. Oh, Alexa Bliss is there. Alexa Bliss. Sister Abigail. DDT is delivered to put her away.
That would be tremendous, Final Boss. That would be tremendous. Then that's how Vince McMahon is introduced to JCW lunacy.
It's 2 on
how many world championships you've won, you do not want to be outnumbered by Nia Jax and the bougie bully Lash Legend. They gave the warning.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing. That's because I don't know if Ringside was doing that as a real or a parody, but like Ringside News posted that as an article. So people looked at that thinking that was a legit news article and reacting to it as such, not realizing it's this fucking storyline. It's an on-screen angle. Yeah, we got people shitting in bags, pal. Then it turned out to be Haley J's dog.
Once we get a final score Monday night, I just hope both teams have fun.
Yeah, that would be wild. And then when she finally like gets Russo in the ring and shows him like the messages, and he's like, "That's not Vince McMahon, that's Vince McMahon." And all of a sudden, here comes Vince. No pants, pal.
Your legacy is in my hands, and if you want this lantern back, I suggest you put those tag team titles on.
All right, later, G-Ball. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, but that's just the beginning. You see, my family is going to take back all the gold, but until then, I'm going to take real good care of this, and he is going to be with me when I take out Damian Priest and bring back the WWE Undisputed title to the family.
Wow. So now we're doing an angle where supposedly the lantern carries the spirit of Bray Wyatt, and now him carrying the lantern has the power of Bray Wyatt with him. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. Wow. This is some like 92, like this is some like Papa Shango shit right here. What's up, Brian Dunlop? Good to see you, pal. Whoop whoop. Happy Friyay. Yeah, swerve, bro. It's Vince Russo.
Corey, you and I spent the majority of our careers in and around combat sports, and the real definition often of a champion is how do you get up off the game? How do you respond from adversity? In case of the man
Very true. I should be careful what I wish for.
that cost him his most prized possession. Cody calling himself QB.
Hang on, go to part 2 here.
Your
I got ads, unfortunately. Yeah, pretty much Undertaker earn gimmick. Whoop whoop, what's up, El Juggalo? Always good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Happy Friday.
Blue Ridge Parkway in the fall. What about a spring stroll through stunning cherry blossoms in Kyoto, or a winter ski trip to the snowy slopes of Jackson Hole? With the protection of an annual plan from Allianz Travel Insurance, you could be ready to go.
Hey, what's up, Nelson? Always good to see you, pal. Whoop whoop.
Whenever wandering.
Let's see, we're on part 2. We actually just started part 2. Just started part 2.
You're absolutely right.
At 1.25 times speed.
I can see the millions of fireflies across the world. They are now in my possession. Your legacy is in my hands. And if you want this lantern back, I suggest you put those tag team titles on the line.
Yeah, see, we'll follow again. Exactly.
That's just the beginning. You see, my family is going to take back all the gold. But until then, I'm going to take real good care of this. And he is going to be with me when I take out Damian Priest and bring back the WWE Undisputed title to the family.
Get me main site top, Deucey. And get 20% off surfshark.com/Steph. Whoop whoop. I could totally see that happening. That's a very real possibility. Like, come on. Like it's the boys, pal. That would be a good throwback. Make a new Ulafala out of it. Yep, can't be half pregnant, pal. Whoop whoop. Get me Langus, pal. What the fuck is Langus?
Cody Rhodes has so proudly held the undisputed WWE Championship throughout his career since returning to WWE. It feels almost unnatural, almost uncomfortable to see Cody out here without that year-to-year grin, without the gold wrapped around his waist. Hopefully we get some answers here. He summed it up perfectly as soon as he entered in front of this massive sold-out crowd. My first thought was something missing. And now we're here.
Hey, get me Ben Hamming, pal. Cody looking like he's a 40's private detective. Just missing the fedora, pal. Yeah, see, I'm doing an investigation, you know what I'm saying?
Because if anything, I guess it was becoming a bit episodic. I would come out here, I would tap my fist 3 times. We'd all say, whoa. I'd walk into the ring, WWE champion, and I'd ask you, what do you want to talk about? Don't worry, we're going to discuss the WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. I said it was all because...
Points, Kenny. Whoop, whoop.
Episodic. I don't think I ever broke down why the name of the podcast is what do you want to talk about. Why? What do you want to talk about was always...
Why don't you come and see me sometime?
I wasn't just the company's champion. I was your champion. I didn't want you guys... I didn't want you guys to be spectators. I wanted you guys to be teammates. But somewhere along the line, perhaps I got comfortable with episodic. Dare I say...
Embrace the hate, pal.
I did not see all the eventualities, all the ways which I could lose. Or is Drew McIntyre just that good?
I don't either, pal.
I could ask myself that, or I could ask you, what does Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin have in common with the American Nightmare? It's simple.
There's a dog machine, it's nice, see? The Rama's in the air, you see?
And only one of those names ever won it for a third time. That's because it's a hell of a feat, almost an impossible feat. And each and every one of you know me very well. I love a gamble. I love a long shot. In the ever-evolving WWE, where we have the best men and women's roster, sometimes the best superpower you can have is believing in yourself. So here and now, in a city that means a great deal to me, a city that I came weekend at What Culture Pro Wrestling to sharpen my skills and come back the American Nightmare in a city that does deserve a WrestleMania.
Potentially, who knows?
That gave me a Blue Peter badge. Let me make it official. Drew McIntyre has said that there is no rematch clause. Good. We'll do this the old ways. I am officially declaring myself the first entrant in the 2026 Royal Rumble. So, London, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about Jacob Fatu. I met Jacob Fatu backstage APW. I knew he's a thoroughbred. I watched Jacob Fatu wrestle Solo Sikoa, and I knew he was on the come up. Jacob Fatu is a young veteran in our industry. But as a young veteran, I am aware. I'm absolutely. Jacob Fatu, you have the biggest receipt I have ever handed out coming to you. You can drive your all-gas car down here right now. And the words, Joe, more about the eyes. Look in the eyes. The intensity of Cody Rhodes right now is off the charts. This is a man who will stop at nothing to take back what he values most. There goes the man. A week removed from the undisputed WWE Championship.
Get me Cody Leahy, pal. I'm sure 6 out of 10, bud.
Points and words from former champion Cody Rhodes, who looks to move back into the title picture. Speaking of that title picture, please welcome my guest, Matt Cardona. Now, Matt, you are moments away from a qualifying match against Trick Williams for an opportunity at Drew McIntyre's undisputed WWE.
Yeah, give me the Death Rumble, pal.
To not only come back to WWE, but also win that title.
Let me just say, it's a shame the way Cody lost the title last week. I was looking forward to wrestling my buddy, seeing who the better man was. But now that match is going to be against Drew McIntyre. But Drew and I, we go way back too. Check the history books. Drew's first match in WWE was against me. Just like Cody, just like Drew, I had to leave WWE to find myself, to reinvent myself, but I'm back now.
No, they don't, which is sad.
They're both former WWE champions, and I'm not. Yet. I'm not just back to be back. I am back for a spot at the top.
Holy fuck, boys. Cody's back on the wheelie. Boys, I think we're fucked. That's okay, boys. I know how to get around Cody.
Well, you heard the man. Let's head out to the arena.
Kathy Kelly with Matt Cardona.
Whoop, whoop.
From Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, Trick Williams! Tricky 2 times, Corey, with 8 abs, 3 chains, 3 cars, and as he likes to tell everybody, 2 feet for those lemon pepper sniffers. That's that man, Joe Test. It is. Mr. Whoop That.
Everyone's got to tell. WrestleMania Vegas. It's anyone's game.
Whoop, whoop.
The WWE podcast roll on. We just heard Cody Rhodes mention what he wanted to talk about. Finn Balor is his guest this week. Great lineup, including Ken Golden on Impulse. You see Undertaker with a legendary Bruce Pritchard. Ken Golden, the billion-dollar king of memorabilia, sits down with Logan Paul. Stephanie has Bailey as her guest, and the Raw recap.
Ricky took a gunshot right to the brainstem. Took a bullet to the brainstem. Cody could take a, I think it's pretty safe to take, a sledgehammer shot to the head while he's drunk, boys. I think he'd be okay.
This man could be the future sooner than later. Out of this ring, Rick Willis, brash and bold entrance to SmackDown, an athletic freak, always ready.
Crossroads and cross eyes, back.
And his opponent from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, Matt Cardona. Corey, how good does this have to feel for Matt Cardona? You're away for nearly 6 years, right? And now a chance. You come back and immediately a chance to fight for number one contender status if you can get through this qualifying match and make your way to the fatal four-way. The thing about it is, Matt Cardona does not take any.
Give me building, pal.
This is a young man who tasted a great deal of success.
Whoop, whoop.
Was let go and forced to reinvent himself to carve his own path. And trust me, outside of this bubble, it is not easy. But that's what Matt Cardona did. He reinvented himself. Now the question is, what does he do with the opportunity he's been given? He's got a massive task at hand in the form of Trick Williams, an up-and-comer who's already marked for stardom in this game.
Well, you've spent a lot of time with Trick Williams ringside in the course of the past year. What would be your strategy if you're Matt Cardona?
Because I think Matt Cardona needs to add a few new wrinkles to play or two in the playbook, because what Matt Cardona did in his first run in WWE has been studied. Everybody's seen it before. Some of it will still work, sure, but you've got to add something new to your arsenal. Whereas if you're Trick Williams, I'm of the belief, keep doing what you're doing. Stick with what brought you to your dance.
Cardona drives him into the corner. See, listen, you can hear what was said there. You can see the body language with Trick Williams. Both these
this is going to be my spotlight as the new guy. And you're absolutely right. Trick Williams looks at Matt Cardona and everybody else, for that matter, as trying to leech off of his spotlight, off of the hype that was built for Trick Williams.
You see the power, you see the speed, the instant impact.
And I'll tell you, above all, the intangible that Trick Williams has is confidence. It is on another level. And, sure, you can call it ego, you can say he's cocky, but the fact is Trick Williams believes in his own abilities as much as anyone in this game. And that's going to take him far.
Explosive shoulder tackle, and then he says, get up to Cardona.
My question for you is, Joe, when are you going to get yourself a pair of 11 pepper steps?
Do you think they sold this on heritage?
I thought so. You look more like Pee Wee Herman walking down the bar. Wow. Face first goes Williams.
Cardona now mounting an offensive attack here. Trick Williams out into the floor.
And Matt Cardona,
Cody 100 proof unfiltered. Whoop, whoop.
Cardona would love to be the dude that shuts him up and earns his entry into the fatal four-way.
Gathering momentum here is Matt Cardona. Oh! Undisputed WWE Championship.
Final boss. My right-handed God when I say this, because I'll never forget reading this. But I used to work at Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
When we started the
and
I said, what should be the strategy for
we had the MSDS sheets for all like the chemicals that we use, for like antifreeze and transmission fluid, oil, stuff that we work with that we do service on. And one time one of the managers asked me, and he said, "Hey, so if you end up accidentally ingesting antifreeze, if you can't get immediate medical attention, what should you drink?" And I'm like, I don't know. And they said, I forgot what the proof was. And they said, this proof, alcohol or whiskey. I think it was whiskey. I'm like, no way. And he pulled out the actual shoot legit MSDS sheet or document on our work computer. It said, go down and read it. Showed it to me. If you can't get immediate medical attention, drink I forgot what the proof was, but this proof of alcohol whiskey, and what it does is it kills the poison in there. That's the poison in the antifreeze.
Everything about this man says star.
At 6'5", 250 pounds, and a body fat percentage so low you can barely see it.
That would be funny.
Just breaking before the 5 count there with the neck of Matt Cardona draped over that middle rope.
Don't forget what Trick Williams accomplished before arriving here on SmackDown. This man was an NXT champion. He was a TNA champion.
Yeah, drink more antifreeze, pal.
As they called it when he was on top.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow is Genesis. Whoop, whoop.
Again, he could take a massive step in that direction.
Which we'll be watching live on the air. Whoop, whoop.
Nice neck breaker by Williams.
Hey, we're just 8 days away to Saturday night.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw that.
Wembley Arena in London, England, as we're in the midst of our number one.
But it's like, hey, it's either drink down a little bit, booze, or die. Yeah, I'll take a shot of booze, please. No, it was like, it wasn't anything that crazy. It was like, I think it was like 90 or 100 proof. I don't remember. It was like somewhere between 80 and 100 proof. Yeah, just do some straight absinthe, pal.
With a spectacular, jaw-dropping RKO to open up the evening and put away the Miz to advance to Montreal. Jawbreaker by Cardona creates a little bit of separation. Oh, he was looking for that trick shot. That big running pump knee. So dangerous is Williams when he rests the MGD.
Oh, capoeira kick. There you go, MVP. Michael Benavides is probably blushing after seeing that.
First top UFC middleweight is sitting ringside right behind us. Taking action here in London. Cardona. And both men are down. It was a desperate
Or what if we did this? Because Cody's alcoholism made him fall so far on WWE totem pole that he can't make, he doesn't make enough money anymore, so he had to get a second job. So now he works as a trailer park supervisor on the side.
I like the aggression we've seen out of Cardona thus far. I still will never get used to this, though. Don't say it, Joe. No, thank goodness. Big boot on the ear from Cardona. Rocks the world of tricks.
That's one I have not had. But I bet that fucks you up pretty good.
Able to get that right shoulder up.
Yeah, Brandy leaves him.
Matt Cardona. And this is the moment where you're Matt Cardona, you're realizing how much land.
Oh no, there's Cardona as he delivers that boot right through the ropes, and Williams is leaning against the barrier now out on the floor.
And then he gets a manager who wears the and he's shirtless.
Trick sends him into the ring. Oh, that'll do it. Kick to advance. No, Cardona survives.
Again, a testament to the guts and will of Matt Cardona. And Trick Williams happy to apply more offense to this onslaught. See here. Great counter by Cardona.
This could be
Yeah, Cody and Jay. Whoop, whoop.
Trick got a bit overconfident. Cardona made him pay,
and he knows it.
Jay is Cody's Randy.
Able to get the knees up. And now lines him up. Williams out of the way for the moment. Corey, he just sent him 2/3 of the way across the ring.
Rick having flashbacks to his days on the gridiron. Look out, Cardona!
He passed down. Trick shots delivered to advance.
Here is your winner, Trick Williams.
Give me Cody Guile, pal. Oh, dude, Ralphus would have been the perfect Randy. God rest his soul. He would have been the perfect Randy. So make a big deal of Matt Cardona's return, and then he loses clean to Trick Williams. And Trick Williams should, definitely go over in this, but like you couldn't have put someone else in there besides Cardona.
Oh my God! No! Are you kidding me? It's Depop's time! Kip Wilson, the international sensation.
Kip Wilson, who has been complaining to everybody about toxic masculinity.
Kip Wilson complains to exhibit.
Woo woo.
If you are there, he just attacked Cardona right in the back of the head.
Dude, we do, pal. We do. Hey, if you're looking for a place to come out to, we'd love to have you. Whoop whoop.
Damian Priest and Damian a chance at Drew McIntyre, and his undisputed WWE Championship is on the line. But first, you have to go through Solo Sikoa tonight. So how do you prepare for an opportunity of his magnitude?
Kathy, I've been talking all day about Drew. We have a lot of history.
Whoop,
I
whoop.
don't want to get ahead of myself. Tonight is about Solo. Facing Solo one-on-one isn't an issue. But is it really going to be one-on-one? I don't think so. But let me remind the world of something. London, I became Senor Money in the Bank. That was one versus all. So tonight, Solo and Matisse, if I got to do one versus all again, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I need to get past this. I need to get to Drew for the undisputed WWE Championship. Tonight, it's whatever it takes.
Good luck out there.
Kid Wilson's on a tear here.
You all know that I'm right. You know there's a problem. And I'm the solution. So I will say it again. I will let the whole world know.
Dude, I'd pop. I'd pop. And I'd be like, okay, we're ending Dash right now.
You will need me. So let me say, I am the tonic.
And I'll just work extra tomorrow.
No. This ain't a tonic behind him.
And my name is Kicks Will.
And his name is...
Dude, I will give Kit Wilson all the credit in the world. He is doing his absolute best to try to get himself over as a singles.
Jacob Fatu.
And give me some Fatu.
The guy calls himself the tonic to toxic masculinity. Look at this athleticism. Oh, that's Fatu mighty moonsault. Samoan Werewolf is on the loose for Kit Wilson. Maybe Kit should do a TED Talk or something where he can't get beat up. Jacob Fatu.
Got it on me!
Whoop, whoop.
Hey! Cody, you got something to say about me? You have something to say to me? Well, check this out. Bring your punk ass out here right now.
Earlier tonight. Oh, is this happening? Rhodes is here and ready for a fight. The American Nightmare.
Oh, he changed into that tracksuit really quick.
Against Fatu. Look at this. Center of the ring. Here they go. Rhodes looking to collect on the receipt. He promised Fatu earlier in the night. Thank God we got some security headed down here. You may need more than that to keep these two warriors away from one another.
And at least they're protecting Fatu's character here, when because Fatu's not the kind of person who'd be hunted down. He'd be like, this is exactly what he'd do. He's like, you want to collect your receipt? I'm right here. Come on down.
We are in London for Friday Night SmackDown, and it has been a wild scene. This is not the comfort of one of those champagne pots on that London IUC. Take us back to what happened just moments ago with Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes.
Wheatley, so good, he drinks it neatly.
You have something to say to me? Well, check this out. Bring your punk ass out here right now.
Ask and you shall receive. Jacob Fatu, the American Nightmare, already in a nasty mood after losing his undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes would make a beeline for the ring, and chaos would follow. The American Nightmare stepping up to the Samoan Werewolf, and fists were flying tonight in London. Eventually, a swarm of security would hit the ring and do their best to separate Fatu and Rhodes. But the damage has been done, and Nick Aldis has reached his decision, though. This is happening, Corey. This is happening. Next week on Saturday Night's main event from Montreal, Canada, Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu. That'll be streaming next Saturday night. We're 8 days away. Of course, we are closing in on that number one contenders fatal four-way that night in Montreal, and we're filling out for 4, and that is what we will do again right here, right now. The following is an undisputed WWE Championship #1
contenders qualifying match. Introducing first, accompanied by MFT from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds. Solo Sikoa! Corey, he's got the lantern in hand. It's like his conjuring bag of gold, his belt and antlers on the Wyatt Six and Uncle Howdy. Joe, I understand and appreciate mind games in this business as well as anyone, but I feel dirty watching this. This feels blasphemous. Sikoa with a sacred lantern, representative of the legacy of none other than Bray Wyatt. A family heirloom, if you can call it that. And seeing it in the possession of Solo and the MFTs feels wrong on Solo.
Yeah, pal.
With that said, that illustrates the mindset, the mentality of Solo Sikoa heading into this number one contender qualifiers tonight. Solo wants greatness for his family again. Solo knows what it takes. He learned under the great tree of Roman Reigns. Solo wants power for the MFT. Becoming undisputed WWE champion would absolutely do that. I just can't. This sitting there. It's too far. After that 8-man tag team match with the Wyatt Six, and then we took the cherished family answer. From New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest! Corey, you and Cole a couple weeks ago were up in Buffalo, and Priest defeated Aleister Black in that ambulance match. Now, he's admitted he is hurting after that. He is hurting after that match. And this doesn't get any easier when you're in against Solo and the MFTs who sit around ringside. If you want to be at the top of the card in WWE, there is no rest for the weary. Fortunately, Damian Priest seems to have dispatched Aleister Black into his rearview mirror for the time being. What this is about is a fresh start for
I think that might be a little too on the nose. I don't think they'd go that far. That's a little too on the nose. And hit that like button and subscribe. Whoop whoop.
Only achieve at the very pinnacle of this business. It could all begin a long journey back up the mountain tonight for Damian Priest. You mentioned that signature own at WrestleMania, which in the span of his career isn't that long ago, but then you think of the journey that's been taken since his Solo Sikoa and MFT, and everything he's had to endure, all the beauty, all the damage he's put forth, and now here we are. Rick Williams has advanced to the number one contender, Fatal Four-Way. Randy Orton has advanced to Saturday night's main event, and now Damian Priest and Solo Sikoa to decide the third spot. Think about this, Joe. A few years ago, when the world first laid eyes on Solo Sikoa, he was the enforcer of the bloodline. He sat at the right hand of Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa was tapped for greatness back then. They used to refer to him as the tribal heir. Solo takes that anointment very seriously and intends to live up to those expectations. Of course, from our bloodline to now his family tree that surrounds our desk right now. By the way, hard to broadcast when you got Tama Tonga and Tongaloa and JC Mateo making a human wall just a few feet in front of us.
Oh, is there really? Okay, let me go look up the information on that. One sec.
He tries to gather himself here. Priest, what are you thinking? Don't do this! Yeah, remember that human wall I just mentioned? He just realized it exists. Big Talatanga right in the face of Damian Priest. He stands about 6'7". There aren't too many superstars on the roster he has to look up to. Talatanga is an exception for sure. Oh, Talatanga with shades on, up and off the apron to floor Damian Priest.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's tomorrow, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. We'll probably be doing
In favor of the MFT, led by Solo Sikoa, who would love to join the field of Randy Orton.
That's the AAA show tomorrow. That actually will air during Genesis, so unfortunately we will not be able to catch that tomorrow night. Yeah, apparently it's like one of their TV show, like one of their weekly TV shows.
As confident as Damian Priest has become recently, Joe, the fact that Priest is out here facing Solo and the MFT without backup is a question.
Priest is running low on allies.
All right, and step outside for a little smoky toki. I will be right back. Whoop, whoop.
This running hip attack, Solo Sikoa is trying to get in if he can qualify and defeat Damian Priest here. You can just see the confidence in Solo.
All right, Ken, you always good seeing you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Have a great rest of your night. Much love. Yeet, yeet.
Look at this display of power, launching Damian Priest into the canvas, and Solo looking for it once again.
Okay, thank you, Zane. Mexico, South America Fox debut. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, appreciate it. Whoop, whoop.
Shocking degree of speed from Damian Priest, able to recover and deliver the kick. But what can Priest do now for the opportunity he created for himself? Priest out here in this qualifying match.
Get me the American alcoholic, pal. He's a proud, drunk American.
Damian Priest, as often is the case, up on his feet, ready to give everything. Here they go, testing each other, towing the line, center of the ring.
Look at these right hands.
Yeah, and having Jimmy as Cody's sponsor, that'd be funny.
Just knew tonight would turn into something like this.
Priest ringing the bell of Solo. Now putting those educated feet to work. One of the best strikers in the game. With all the, oh man.
Or having them be AA buddies.
Two big men giving everything. The super kick from Solo. Spinning kick from Priest.
And another. Solo did his best to block the impact. Priest now drops Solo in another area.
And Damian Priest can sense it. Can he advance?
They dive in the corner. And again,
This time able to get out the back door. And Priest now takes control, looking to make it to Montreal.
Samoa trying to shout encouragement to the leader of MFT, Solo Sikoa.
Solo comes tonight, Jordan Grace and Chelsea Green. Of course, we have our final qualifying match. Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov in a rematch.
Oh, no.
Would you look at this? The MFTs, as you knew they likely would, playing a role.
Van Engler missed the 7-footer.
Give me MFTs, pal.
He's out of here. The seven is gone from this.
Yeah, and at least the ref is smart enough to be like, hey, get out of here.
Solo Sikoa. He's getting him up there. Could this be an avalanche? No. Priest able to counter. Setting up the razor's edge. Oh, my. What a thought.
And Solo survives.
That right shoulder gets up at 2 and change.
Incredible power.
I can see that. Let's just say those are the kind of circles I used to run in back in the day. So I can totally see that.
The big impact. It's a Sikoa now from the top. Right on the target. To advance. Oh,
Get me Rudy Charles back. That'd be a good one. I'm with that.
What was that? Damian
I mean, I've heard Jeff Jarrett tell stories about how vital he was to, you know, as a backstage guy.
Wyatt 6 are ready for it.
Give me Wyatt 6, pal.
Continues. Casey pounding away. Loomis pounding away. Nikki Cross is running everywhere. And Uncle Howdy has got Jason.
Hey, give me a little Cody, pal.
The Wyatt 6 are here and they want their lantern back.
A week ago, it was the 8-man tag team that ended with.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
There you see moments before Howdy recaptured the lantern. Solo, all smiles, has spoiled the celebration. But
Oh, no doubt.
his eyes off the damn dangerous man.
I would put money on that.
With a one-way ticket south of
He is back on his feet and again his cherished prized possession the way it should be. As Howdy has secured the Wyatt lantern. Back into Tama Tonga.
Hey, Mindy, you're gonna be in some business on Monday.
And the MFT and Solo Sikoa. With Uncle Howdy's family lantern back in their hands. But it was Damian Priest who advanced and qualifies for Montreal.
That would be entertaining.
Sammy. What did you have to say last week? Or was it you hope that I win, but you think Cody's going to win? It's lucky you're not a betting man, or you would have lost, as usual.
You know what, Drew? I meant what I said. Actually, I did want you to win. A part of me wanted you to win, and a part of me is really happy that you did, because here's what's going to happen next. I'm about to go out there, and I'm about to go to war with Ilya Dragunov, and I'm going to win. And next week, at Saturday night's main event in my hometown in Montreal, #1 contenders match, I am going to win. And then at the Royal Rumble, you and me, we're going to see each other again.
That's really inspiring, Sammy, but here's the truth. I've beaten you 11 times. You've beaten me 0. If you happen to make it to the Royal Rumble, absolutely nothing is going to change.
All right, on to part 3. Whoop whoop. Fortunately, got ads. That'd be a little bit creepy. That'd be a little bit creepy. But in a good way.
Championship #1 contenders qualifying match for that fatal 4-way, and it's going to be a great one. Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov.
All right, there we go. Whoop, whoop.
Powerhouse on SmackDown roster, Jordan Grace, and she takes on Chelsea Green right here in London. That is coming your way.
Whoop, whoop.
The following is the United States Championship Open Challenge. Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the United States Champion.
Monday, Belfast brings the noise. 2 championship clashes, 1 unforgettable homecoming.
Becky Lynch is going to have the home field advantage to defend the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine Dupree.
Oh, yeah, that was way back in the day. I remember the hat.
Heavyweight Championship against Island's own Finn Balor.
So much on the line. This place is going to explode.
Raw, live from Belfast. Special start time, 3 Eastern.
Hey, what's up? Hassan USA Network Gamer. Terrell, whoop, whoop. Hey, happy birthday to your niece. Whoop, whoop.
Longing for lazy summer days in Santorini or a dreamy drive down the Blue Ridge Parkway in the fall? What about a spring?
Oh, nice. Whoop, whoop.
Cherry blossoms.
Yeah, I think it's where there's a lot of problems last night. Like the people, like if you're watching on the AMC Plus app, like they were like major issues from what I heard.
Just about anywhere all year round.
Hang on, we got an ad break on our thing here.
How about some premier programming? WWE Unreal Season 2 is coming back to Netflix. It premieres this Tuesday, January 20th, only on Netflix. Here's a sneak peek.
Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. AKA my hot husband. No, that was terrible.
Oh my God, Seth going up top.
I like where this is headed.
Rollins to the top of the ring post. Leg drop for Becky. Yes!
You know, I love having her on the road with me. It's a great thing to be able to share special moments together, understand each other, be there for each other.
I remember the first time I found out that Becky and Seth were an item, and I had no idea. And it was the last time we were at MetLife Stadium for WrestleMania. And then Becky was about to go on, and I was behind Gorilla, and all of a sudden I see them making out.
Love you.
Love you. I think I even joked, like, God, get a room.
With USA Sartorial Splendor never disappoints. Well, there's Carmelo Hayes. And Corey, I think we've seen the best of him in recent months. Earning respect of everybody with that year-ending battle with Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah, they need it. Hopefully they fix all those mistakes. And luckily, I will say this, luckily, next week's show is a live show. Okay, now we know why Leon Slater was not at Impact last night.
The TNA X Division champ from Bradford, England,
Leon Slater. And his opponent from Bradford, England, weighing at 198 pounds. He is the TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater.
Answering Carmelo Hayes' open challenge, pal. Whoop, whoop.
This may be it. Leon Slater, the youngest X Division champion in TNA history. Just for the record, though, that title he's wearing around his neck.
Yeah, and the visa issues, if the visa issues thing was a shoot, that's a great way to turn a negative into a positive. If it was a shoot, that's how you turn a negative into a positive right there. I can't say one way or another because I don't know the facts. We can only assume and speculate based on what we see, but all I can say is if it was visa issues, like this is a terrific way to turn a negative into a positive. Oh yeah, yeah, he's definitely earmarked. He is for sure earmarked.
Carmelo Hayes could be right for the picking. Momentum means a lot in this business. Hayes certainly has some, but I don't know if anyone has as much Leon Slater.
Yeah, but then, listen, we had December 13th, then on January 6th on NXT's New Year's Evil, he was up against Oba Femi, correct? And Oba, of course, retaining the NXT Championship on that night. And now here is the United States Championship Open Challenge. It is Leon Slater who takes on the challenge. Boy, can he go. Both of these guys, look at this, bridging. The pinning combination in the counter.
Well, listen, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about what Carmelo Hayes has been up to recently. Yes, United States champion, but Hayes has finally seemed to have found his groove here in WWE. I caught up with Carmelo earlier today. He said, ironically,
Yeah, like,
journey has humbled me to a degree.
under what other circumstances would they put a TNA talent on Saturday night's main event?
Carmelo says he's trying his best to employ Mamba mentality, a day one mentality each and every night out.
Oh my God! I mean, that thing is echoing throughout this historic arena. We're here at Wembley Arena, by the way. 1948, this was an Olympic venue. They had boxing and swimming here. We have an Olympic swimming pool underneath us.
You talked to me earlier today about a legendary boxer making history in this very arena.
This is where Marvelous Marvin Hagler became the middleweight champion of the world. A historic and scary moment in boxing history, defeating Alan Mitchell.
To say Leon Slater can't shock the world once again tonight on SmackDown. We know he got the physical tools to do so. Let's ask AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, who competed at Saturday night's main event against Leon Slater and Javon Evans.
That was a very special night for Slater in DC. Look at that athleticism. I mean, Graves, are you kidding me?
I kid you not, Joe Test. Leon Slater came from...
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely no doubt the Hardys put him over.
Athleticism that has won him fans around the globe. And the young Brit making the climb to the top where he is right at home. Just explosive. How high with that cross body?
Like, I'm kind of wondering if part of the reason why the Hardys are there is to kind of serve as scouts and see, like, and whatnot, and who would be like, who would best fit and be elevated, because who get it not only in front of the camera but behind the camera and also behind the curtain.
Joe Tessitore and Corey Graves with you on Friday Night SmackDown. Leon Slater and Carmelo.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Boy, I mean, you were just talking about in terms of the agility and the
Kind of like Joe Hendry sort of did for a little bit there.
That offensive rhythm that Slater put together.
Before they finally scooped him up officially.
Maximize your minutes. You want the whole world to know your name. You want the WWE fans to remember you for years to come.
Oh, oof. Oof. Damn, that sucks. And at Jeff's age, that oof, it is oof.
It's a very rare feat, but if anyone can pull it off, it could be Leon Slater.
And just to go back to a conversation you and I were having earlier, mentioning 21 years old.
Hope it's not bad.
He is right now compared to where Carmelo Hayes was just a few years ago.
And this could eventually boil down to experience. Carmelo Hayes does have experience advantage for no other reason than his tenure here in WWE. Being a champion in WWE, back in his days in NXT, there's a lot of intangibles to factor in. Maybe Leon Slater has those. We won't know until he truly tests himself against the best. Right now, Carmelo Hayes. But you can hear by the response from the live crowd, the respect and admiration they've already, to your point, at only 21 years of age.
Nice drop kick from Hayes.
For real, lad, Brad. I'm surprised their bump card has lasted as long as it has.
Might have tweaked it slightly.
You know, we saw that also against Shinsuke Nakamura.
And it's happened, Joe. And nothing to throw you off your game plan, like a slight injury. If you feel something severe, you know you've got to call an audible. You know the rest of your game plan. You got to throw out the window. But you have a slight tweak.
Like if you look at everything Matt and Jeff did to their bodies throughout their careers, and as long as they lasted, you could say they're some of the most resilient wrestlers of all time and made the most out of their careers as they could.
Hayes is of the same mindset that Ilya Dragunov was, that Sami Zayn was.
Yeah, their card is being held up by tape. Yep, pretty much.
You throw your best against the best who are willing to step up, and lucky for us, magic tends to happen.
And I think I see a piece of gum over in it too.
Springboarding off the ropes. That springboard clothesline tapping before they go. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Springboard Spanish fly.
But at what cost?
This is an X Division match. This is an X Division match.
Jaws are dropped here, and the This Is Awesome chants have begun here in London.
This might be for the United States title, but this is an X Division match.
Leon Slater again showing the world why he is the talk of this business right now. And Slater went alone to head home tonight with the United United States title around.
but more, I would say it's closer to more like the early, like the early X division.
Defense of the title. We saw him against Johnny Gargano. We saw him in a brutal match against Shinsuke Nakamura just a week ago, where his leg was damaged, perhaps some lingering effects there. And now here against Leon Slater in London, and Slater's from Bradford, England, so he got a nice reception. Just 21 years old is Slater.
I know, that's insane. That bump.
Oh, what a kick. Certainly rocked the jaw of the champion. Mello out of the way just in time. Up and around we go. How about Carmelo Hayes?
Man, Royal Rumble 2000.
Here he goes to retain. Good Hayes. Carmelo Hayes can't get frustrated. Mello knows that each and every night he is going to step in the ring with the best the business has to offer. And just because that move didn't end the job doesn't mean you can get frustrated, because when you get frustrated, you make mistakes. And the way Leon Slater has looked to this point, that's not something Hayes can afford tonight.
Crowd appreciates what they're seeing. Stylistically, it's as entertaining as anything you will see. Reminder still to come. After the qualifying match for that fatal four-way as the half crab is put in.
Yeah, that was oof.
Slater able to escape. Oh, man. Wow. Slater so explosive and dynamic to winning. And I love the urgency we're seeing out of Leon Slater to this point. Scrambling for a cover. Deep hook of the leg. Leon Slater is going for broke tonight. Off of that side kick that took down Hayes. Nice deep cover, but not enough to crown a new champion.
Got to take advantage of your opportunities. And Slater, you know what he can do when he goes up to the ropes. We've seen it time and again, from that Swanton 450 to everything else he can put forth. And now Carmelo Hayes is smart to roll to the outside and be on the apron, but Slater wants to meet him there. Oh, massive jump from Hayes, nearly caving in that sternum.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, and look at Slater powering up.
Beautiful, beautiful.
As Carmelo Hayes drapes down and now is in that target zone.
When it comes to Leon Slater, gravity's less a law than it is a suggestion.
Mello, could he retain right here? Back and forth they go with the seesaw.
Both men exerting a great deal of force, strength, and energy. Whoa! My alive, could this be it?
Somehow Hayes is surviving these.
That's what it's all about. Sometimes that's all you can do when you're a defending champion. Play defense. Eat all the offense that you can, as long as you don't get pinned or submit.
Did you see him dealing with the leg as he went to Did you see that? You could sense it in advance. And that left leg that Shinsuke Nakamura started doing damage on. Leon Slater got out.
Ooh! I'm glad they caught that camera. It looked like it damn near whiffed him, but with the angle they shot it at, it looked like it caught him.
Challenger now perched up top once again. Slater. He goes for the 450 Swanton, but instead Hayes gets out of the way. And how about a first 48 with something extra on it? They're still going at it. Don't close the case just yet. The knee continuing to be a factor for Carmelo Hayes, who just Slater and Hayes certainly not disappointing tonight.
There's that urgency, yeah, right, that desperation.
Leon may have gotten a little overzealous. You saw Mello put the brakes on for the moment. Oh no. High risk, high reward.
You got to go for it, though. You get these rare opportunities, Corey.
The gold is on the line from the top rope. Leon Slater looking to dethrone Carmelo Hayes. Will this do it?
United States Championship. He took the challenge. Can he deliver on it right now? Leon Slater. Oh!
Cutter by Hayes.
Massive cutter by Carmelo Hayes.
And he got him. Here is your winner, and still United States champion, Carmelo Hayes.
I'm going to rise to my feet, my man.
Yeah, that was an X Division match for the United States title.
Carmelo Hayes used to great effect the night he dethroned Ilya Dragunov. This time pays even bigger dividends. Kudos to Leon Slater, who absolutely proved to the world once again.
Yep, that's exactly who that was, Cold-Blooded. Whoop, whoop.
What a battle tonight in London.
Well, to give AJ Francis his props, he tried to catch him, but because of how far back he was and the fact that everybody was pushing towards him and he couldn't get through. Like, you could see him like actually get his arm out and damn near dislocate his shoulder trying to catch Slater.
You had your chance. You blew it. Once the MFTs take those tag team titles, that U.S. championship, it's mine. Because you and I go way back. This is your one and only woman. Stay out of my way.
人は変わる。良くも悪くも。ただ、お前は後者だ。ずいぶん日本にいた頃とは違うじゃねえか。そのうちわかる。本当の味方かどうかの。ここじゃ、わからしない。家族ですらな。
Can you believe those two dorks fell for it last week?
No. I'm like, who even wears a turtleneck anymore?
Right.
Like, what
I'm a
is
man.
that?
I'm not a turtle. They're not practical.
Johnny, I just want to be the better man, and I'm trying to save you from abuse. So why don't you hand over the mask now?
I don't have your guns.
Oh, grow up, dude. Grow
We're
up.
gonna go do married stuff. I'll see you later, man. Wait, what's happening?
Surprise! Oh, another surprise is that I went to go talk to Nick Aldis, and me and you will be going one-on-one next week. So after I beat some respect into you, my amigo over here is going to do the same thing and take that mask back. So enjoy it whilst you still can. Pal.
And now we're fighting over a mask. In one feud, we're fighting over a lantern. In another, we're fighting over a mask that means nothing.
That's my favorite time of the week, Joe.
Hey, yo!
You and Barrett, I don't get it. You is out here casually committing more treason on a Friday night,
Mr. No Monikers needed in the house. Let's talk about it. What's up, Todd? Always good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Happy Friyay.
That's before you know I'm not alone. Here in London, they named an entire football club after this woman. Chelsea FC. Yeah, stop it. Somebody put God Save the King or something, please. Get rid of this. Hey, WWE World is back in Vegas at WrestleMania 42. 5 days, incredible experiences. So it's Thursday, April 6th.
Yep. And then on the same show, we have Wyatt Six and MFT fighting over the white Lantern.
The largest WWE superstore in WrestleMania history. Tickets are on sale now at WWEWorld.com.
Pretty much. Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to turn the lantern into like almost like the Undertaker urn, because they're implying that like this, or at least again, we can chalk it up to the character of Sosako trying to get in the MFT's head, of implying that the spirit of Bray Wyatt is in the lantern. There were a lot of avoidable. From what I understand, they actually had it was a little bit snake bitten, and they had to make adjustments on the fly. But some of those adjustments and some of the moves they made were some pretty bad choices, and some of that content they had was pretty bad. Not gonna lie.
I don't pledge allegiance to Chelsea for the remainder of the night. It's simply a matter of self-preservation. Jade's like right there. Oh, she's I know.
Like, one thing that happened was we found out that Leon Slater couldn't appear there because of visa issues. And then today on SmackDown, Leon Slater is the challenger for Carmelo Hayes' Open Challenge. So it now becomes questionable. Okay, how much of that was visa issues, and how much of that was WWE being like, "Hey, we kind of want him for this for our UK tour."
Tomorrow, Lucha Libre AAA will be on YouTube 9 p.m. Mega Championship match, #1 contenders match, a Grande Americano against Latino. Who will be the next to challenge Dirty Dom?
Hey, we might, pal.
World premiere, a night that will be remembered for a long, long
Yup.
Kicking the evening off with none other than AAA and WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. Look forward to that. So here we go. Jordan Grace, the power. Just as I say, the powerhouse, and you see the power.
Yeah, so the question is definitely there. How much of that really was visa issues, and how much of that was WWE being like, we're doing a tour of England, we have a homegrown, we have like this top prospect, blue chip, you know, in Leon Slater, who's from England, born and raised there, and get a little bit of hometown love and pop. I would not put it past him. But again, we don't know the facts. It's all speculation. We don't know. It's just looking at the situation and knowing how the business works.
He's a citizen of the world, Tessitor, which is all the more reason to show the proper respect for such a patriot.
Really? Wow. I did not hear that. I don't listen to Solo Monster, so all right, so that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense then.
Into the corner goes Jordan Grace. Chelsea has a golden opportunity to really spoil the evening for the Juggernaut and extinguish some of the hype of Jordan Grace. Look at this. They're in a first. Backslide, and then right back up. Delivers the big clothesline.
Yeah, get me the suit, pal.
Out of the way just in time. It's an elbow, though.
And that's very true as well, Zane. Like, both situations could be true. Like, it is extremely it is possible that Leon could have had visa issues. That's very true. And it could have turned into a happy accident where WWE happened to be in Europe at that time, and they're like, hey, you want to come on tour and do a few spots?
Oh, that direct effect. That cartwheel driver. And that does it. The direct effect. Here is your winner, Jordan Grace. You just saw the response of Jade Cargill, who said, yes, it was a golf clap. It was respectful and obligatory, but a big win for Jordan Grace.
True, but there was I think there were some I think there were options. They had a few, I thought they had a few options on their plate that they could have fixed that with.
I'm glad that you came out here tonight to watch me. It's extremely important that you know exactly what's coming for you.
Woo woo.
Now, if watching tonight was just enough, that's fine. But if you're finally tired of babysitting that title, then you should step into the ring right here.
But to be fair, this is not the first time that TNA has run into visa issues. Like, there is a very famous incident that happened with, I shouldn't say very famous, but there was a known incident that happened with Angelina Love in 2009.
Chelsea went running into the back of Grace, who got out of the way, and Jade Cargill, the champ, is down. Mean it. Jade, she didn't. And Chelsea did not mean that. And now Jade's championship is in the hands of Jordan Grace.
Yes, sir. Party will continue over on Twitch later tonight. Whoop, whoop.
And then just tosses him to the floor in front of Jade. Be careful, Juggernaut. Here's Cassie.
Congratulations, Trick Williams. Massive win tonight. You didn't just ease your way onto SmackDown. You jumped right into the deep end. So what is this?
Here's one crazy thing I will never, ever forget about the Angelina Love thing. Because I'll never forget this. It was literally the night before, like, it broke on the dirt sheets and on the internet. Like, there's a few message boards I like to read just for, like, you know, just to see, kind of keep a finger on the pulse of what's going on in the dirt sheets, because I always, you know, have the belief of don't believe it until you see it. But I always like to keep my pulse on, see what was, you know, what the talk was. And nobody reported this, but I caught this on, like, some random ass person posted this on one of the message boards I visited, because sometimes they struck gold a few times. This was one of those times. Literally the night before, somebody posted on this. It said it's going to break soon. Angelina Love is going to be like released from TNA because of visa issues. I thought that was kind of out of left field and out there, so it's like, okay, that's kind of, okay. And then I woke up the next morning, and then not really woke up the next morning, but when I first checked the news sites that day, that was one of the headline stories, and I was like, how the fuck that dude get that information?
The pain will entertain you. One of these two men will advance to the fatal four-way. Will it be the Mad Dragon, or will it be the former United States champion, Sami Zayn? They collide live next.
Yeah, that was the right decision. But now we have Texas Death Match at Genesis with the threat of Nick Nemeth looting with cashing in his title shot looming over that.
The excitement, the energy. Experience Royal Rumble.
Getting pumped up for Riyadh season with Royal Rumble.
Experience Riyadh.
And this is going to heat up the winter and go back. Friday night SmackDown and Saturday night's main event coming to the Bell Center in Montreal. Next Friday the 23rd.
Potentially, who knows?
Wednesday the 24th. And combo and individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. And as far as that Friday goes, Corey, what a night it's going to be.
We talk about how the women's tag team division has been red hot as of late. A #1 contenders triple threat match for the women's tag team championship. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair will battle Nia Jax and Lash Legend. And the third.
Yeah, that is a good question. Who knows? Or if they're just going to drop that and forget about it. I mean, if we're going to drop and forget about storyline with The Rock. Oh, shit, AJ Styles is definitely fair game.
And two of the four men who will compete at Saturday night's main event in the #1 contenders fatal four-way will square off. Just made official moments ago. Trick Williams.
Yeah, that's crazy and creepy at the same time.
Damian Priest next Friday on SmackDown.
Our qualifying match, our final qualifying match for the #1 contender fatal.
Yeah, that's a major factor as well.
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds.
Hey, give me the Boneyard match, pal.
Remember, the night started with Drew McIntyre, his first appearance as the undisputed WWE champion. Sami desperately wants to earn a shot at Drew McIntyre. Has a long history with the Scottish Warrior and has never. To get that chance, he has to now, Corey, deal with the most unrelenting, nonstop force. That man, Ilya Dragunov.
To put it nicely, I'd say Sami Zayn is a long shot.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Not discounting that he was, but we've seen those kind of storylines to get dropped on the dime.
Sami rarely, if ever, makes the same mistake twice.
Especially if there's a WWE influence involved.
Quite like Sami does. And that bodes very well for Zayn tonight.
And this is a roaring live crowd. We are sold out at Wembley Arena, this historic site here in London, England, in the midst of our Euro tour. We were in Berlin for all the history that was made with Drew and Cody last week. Then Dusseldorf for Raw. SmackDown here in London. And then, Corey, you're going to be headed to Belfast with Michael Cole for Monday Night Raw in Northern Ireland. Here we go.
15 to Mexico City.
Yeah, exactly. We got Triple A tomorrow night.
Look at this. Out of the opening gates, both men delivering.
This is not a surprise either one of us considering where they left off.
I would question Sami Zayn in mixing it up like this with the Mad Dragon because it was the H-bomb that turned Sami lights out. The H-bomb, amongst a great deal of offense from Dragunov, to dethrone Sami Zayn. But Sami is a double tough individual. I swear I know it firsthand. The man won't stay down. The man will not quit.
See the determination as the pace that was set forward played into the Dragunov's hand. Now you can hear him say, come on, let's go. This is the way he likes it, Corey.
The way that Ilya Dragunov demands it. He says the pain makes him feel alive.
He said, I mean, honestly. But you can't get enough of him. And you have to respect him and everything he's done. Of course,
woo woo.
Did showdown with Carmelo Hayes that happened on December 26th, the United States Championship match. And then Hayes was willing for the rematch And it was Ilya who said, I've got other plans. I've got a bigger target. This would be that bigger target to qualify and get to the #1 contender fatal four. But Dragunov certainly possesses all of the tools necessary to be a major player here in WWE for years to come. His style is, oh, goodness, so intense. He's just like any other. I mean, he planted that boot right into the side of the head. And this is where he gets real dangerous. Diving knee, palms away to the midsection. He has everything on the tool belt. Everything on the tool belt with his offensive arsenal. Back up top. Oh, it's Sammy able to get out of the way this time. The scariest aspect of Dragunov's game is his willingness to take punishment. His willingness to suffer for victory. Cover by Zayn. Lateral press to advance. Hooks the leg to advance. Again, the shoulders are down. One of these two men will join Randy Orton, Trick Williams, and Damian Priest at Saturday night's main event to determine Drew McIntyre's challenger for the undisputed WWE Championship. Damian Priest earlier was able to get that solo Sikoa Wyatt 6. Were present there to meet up with the MFTs. Trick Williams was so impressive with that trick shot against Matt Cardona, and Randy Orton with an RKO to dismiss The Miz. That is Saturday night's main event, 8 days away in Montreal. To take that ever important next step towards the one title that has eluded him. He has never been a world champion for all of Sammy's successes. And when you're a competitor of that caliber, my God, you start to question yourself. You start to question your legacy. Did I do enough? Yes, I was this champion. Yes, I was that champion. But I was
The mark in me is popping so hard for that, Zane. Like that was like the one world. That was the one TNA world title match we never got that we should have got. It was AJ and Ron Killings one-on-one.
Oh, beautiful German suplex.
Which is crazy because they had great matches with each other in like the Georgia and Atlanta Indies. Like what was it, Wild Side?
To himself, delivering his offense. It is so high octane, so high impact that you'll see him tweak something, and eventually it's going to backfire. Period. We always talk about risk, reward, the attrition. He lives only in risk. Ilya Dragunov, Sammy from up top, looking for the superplex. Again, is that impact? The entire ring shaking here in London. Both men down.
Yeah, AJ Jarrett, that'd be a good one. But with Jarrett and AEW, that's odds of that are slim to none. And I think I just saw Slim go out the back door. Thank you, Wild Side.
Boil down to which one of these two athletes makes the first mistake. Two of the most complete superstars in the business. Dragunov doing his best once again to muscle over Sami Zayn. I had to compare these two, Joe, stylistically. Sami Zayn is a guy who follows his brain. Sami is a master strategist when need be. Covered here by Dragunov. He's looking to qualify. Dragunov, on the other hand.
Last I heard, at least this is what Jarrett said on TV. I'm not sure if this is shoot or work, but what he had said was he just signed his final talent contract. That was like last year, though. They didn't really give any details. Or if he has said any details, I must have missed them. I probably missed them or forgot them. Yeah, we got a Dixie last night, Shug, because we were in Dallas.
Simply how much he's giving the energy to inhale and exhale. How about the fact that both of these men are just standing here willingly striking each other in the face? Come on, that percentage. That's your point, Joe. I honestly, being around Dragunov a lot more recently, it's like he's the next step in human evolution. Yeah. The man has built himself into a machine. He has taken all the pain that he's endured throughout his entire life and used it to build himself a body of armor, solid muscle, explosive offense. Dragunov is a machine. Sammy checking his teeth there? Sammy saying it's up. Anytime you're in the ring with Dragunov, it's a real possibility. Look at this. Sami Zayn just teeing off now. Kick back hip right to the head of Dragunov. Just turned into that kind of match. Dragunov into a more favorable position and got Sammy got caught. Able to lock up that left ankle before Sammy was able to get to the corner.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh my God.
And these are facts. You can feel however you feel about Dixie Carter and the Carter family. If they did not step in late 2002, that TNA would have died. Them's are facts.
Can Sammy deliver here? It's a Mad Dragon who rises to his feet. You can see Dragunov been busted open by a straight right moments ago. Sami Zayn made full connection right on the eyebrow of the former United States champion, but that can backfire. Dragunov feels more alive than ever right now. He knows he's in a fight. Working his way, trying to get up to the ropes against Sami Zayn. Back and forth they have gone. As Zayn seemingly has him lined up here in London to deliver sit out. He's trying to advance. Sammy saw the opening, made the most of the opportunity, but it was not enough to keep Ilya down for 3. Take another look at this. Sunset Flip power bomb by Sami Zayn. Hooks the leg, but Dragunov with a little too much left in the tank. They met in the Classic back in October when Dragunov defeated Sammy to become the U.S. champion. Since then, Dragunov has taken on all challengers, but here in 2026, he wants the big target. He wants to fight for the undisputed championship.
Dude, they seriously.
Sammy, of course, would love.
Nobody knows how to kick out from near death better than TNA. And Dragunov's busted open. Looks like Hardway.
Just like that, Dragunov back in this battle, perched on top, the Mad Dragon ready to strike, right where he wants to be. Dragunov, oh my, missile style to advance. So close was Ilya. Almost the entire way, at least halfway across the ring. Dragunov, but not enough to finish Sami Zayn, a man who has his sights set on World Championship gold. Uh-oh, this could be it. This could be the. Trying to line up an instead Dragunov. He goes from a squat position to a kick, and it's Sammy who's compromised in the corner. It caught Zayn right between the eyes. Here comes Ilya.
Yeah, give me we kick out better than anyone else, Jones, pal. I mean, in all seriousness, like, how many times is a company like should they like right on their deathbed, they're about to flatline, and they kick out right at 2 9/10? How many times has TNA done that?
With a haluva kick, and the Dragon sensed it coming. And that right leg was draped awkwardly over the top rope. And now Dragunov out on the apron. Sammy able to fight his way out of position. Still awkwardly meshed into the rope. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but that Valley Drive on the apron was the prelude to Ilya becoming United States champion. And now, Torpedo Moscow on the apron. Zayn made the out cold.
Yeah, and that's a great way to protect your head, Sami Zayn. Yes, I'm just going to go ahead and bump my entire head on the apron. Just, you know,
Giving so much. And now the count. Reaching 7 as Dragunov.
What are some of these guys thinking? I'm sorry. What are some of these guys thinking when it comes to bumping and taking care of themselves? Stupid.
There we go. Sammy should have stayed on the outside. Ilya Dragunov up on the top rope.
And if Sami Zayn's not already 40, he's got to be in his early 40s.
Sami Zayn trying to be the last to qualify for the #1 contender fatal 4-way. Oh, he landed it perfectly, Corey.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, you survived the fight. Now your journey takes you home with an opportunity of a lifetime.
Jeez. Dude, I watched Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Heads today, and watching Al Snow hadn't seen that. Like then when Jeff played that clip, that was the first that Al Snow had seen that. His reaction to his first reaction was seeing that tells you everything you need to know.
Trick shot. He didn't just deliver a trick shot, Joe. Trick Williams just made a declaration. He's coming for the undisputed WWE Championship. Viper, Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, and that man in the fatal 4-way next week in Montreal.
All right, I like how they're positioning Trick Williams as an up-and-coming top player. I like this. I like this. Whoop, whoop. All right, and that is it for the SmackDown watch-along tonight, boys. Whoop, whoop. Good shit tonight. Always a pleasure getting to hang and chill with you. Whoop, whoop. All right, so our schedule coming up for this week. Tomorrow, we have the TNA Genesis watch-along and belt count. I really think he does. I really think he does, which is sad. And exactly, I hope it doesn't either. It's like, come on, dude. Like, that dude, he really has so much he has to offer. And just throwing it away for the sake of a stunt, like this dude climbed Mount Everest. Like, he achieved the pin. Like, climbing Mount Everest is like one of the pinnacles of human achievement. You're gonna throw that away just for a spot? I mean, come on, man. You're better than that. And then Sunday, we got The Wreckage. And then HMG After Dark. Still not quite sure what we're doing for that. And then Monday, we got the Monday Locker Room, the Raw Watch Along, and then the Impact Attack. Tuesday, I Like It Raw. And then the A Show, and then the Late Start NXT Watch Along. Followed up with the Wednesday Locker Room. And then Wednesday, the Next Level Wrestling Review. And then the AEW Dynamite Watch Along and Bell Count. And then Thursday, the Friday Locker Room. And then the JCW Lunacy Late Start Watch Along. Followed up with the TNA Impact Watch Along. Right, exactly. Pac's no better either. Yeah, he should not have agreed to it. Pac should, and he should know better. So I'd hope he would know better. But as far as tonight goes, we're going to keep the party going in about 10 to 15 minutes over on Twitch, twitch.tv/LGBrandon whoop whoop. Hope to see you there. If I don't get to see you again tonight, if I don't see you again on any of the other shows, either in the chat or just hanging and chilling, hope you have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week and weekend, and much love. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, pal. Dude, this week's show was great. Probably one of the best shows they've done. All right, take care, Ty. Whoop, whoop.